Hey folks, it's me, Michael Bach, your diversity dude, and this is Monday Morning Musings. So I want to follow up on my post from last week where I talked a lot about some of the incidents of violence that occurred outside of Canada, like the synagogue in California or the mosque in Christchurch, New Zealand. And there's an article that I found in the Globe and Mail recently that really brings it home. And the headline is Canada's New Far Right, a trove of private chat room messages reveals an extremist subculture. In essence, they found a chat conversation going on a software platform called Discord, which is generally a site used for gaming enthusiasts. And it had 150,000 messages of pure hate. It's being used by these alt-right, anti-Semitic, homophobic, sexist, white nationalist types. And it's a really good article. It's quite long, but it's a really good article. And it really speaks to what I think is a pretty serious issue, where these white nationalists that have traditionally been lower educated, sort of, pardon the expression, but blue collar workers are now teachers and in the Canadian Armed Forces and so on and so forth. And how invasive this is becoming and how we as a society should be really concerned. CSIS apparently in 2014 said that the alt-right was not a significant security concern, and I disagree with that. I certainly disagree with it today. I would have disagreed with it in 2014, but I definitely disagree with it today. As you see from the article, and I'll post the link down below, you've got a group of people that are actively thinking about how they can recruit people into a belief system of white is right, that we need to live in an ethnically cleansed white caliphate, if you will. And I read these messages and I get really scared. And I think we all should be really scared of this kind of behavior. We are a country of immigrants. If you look at the numbers, 95% of the people that call Canada home do not have a history of being on this continent, 5% being the Indigenous population. But 95% of us are for somewhere else. My family has been on these shores for 8 generations, long before Canada was Canada. And I still recognize that I'm an immigrant. That's not to say that I'm not proud of being Canadian. I'm very proud Canadian. But my people historically are from the UK, England, Ireland, Scottish, and Welsh. And so I don't think of myself as being better than an immigrant that arrived on our shores today, who largely came from India, China, and the Philippines. We have to fight this, actively fight this. There's one story of a guy who's a student teacher. He's a teacher, and he's trying to influence students to essentially disbelieve in the Holocaust and to create anti-Semitic beliefs. This stuff can't happen. It needs to be systematically rooted out and dealt with. And as much as I would love to find these people that made these comments and, string them up a flagpole, I also want to educate them. Because I think things like this come from a couple of places: ignorance and fear. Fear that somehow we as Caucasian people are going to be eliminated from the face of the planet. It's not going to happen. That's unrealistic. Certainly not within our lifetime, and not within the next lifetime. We have to work at this. So read the article, educate yourself, and then start to look for signs that someone may be a white nationalist. not to rat them out, but to treat those moments as learning moments where you can teach somebody, where you can hopefully expand their mind. And if you are one of those so-called white nationalists, I would encourage you to open your mind and find a place in your heart of love. That's what I hope. Anyway, thanks for watching. That's it for me. I hope you have a fantastic week. Remember to subscribe to my channel by clicking on the link, and also connect with me on my other social media platforms on Twitter, LinkedIn, not LinkedIn. Darn it, I was doing so well. On Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. I'll get it one day. The links are down below. Have a fantabulous week, and I will see you next week for another episode of Monday Morning Musings. Bye.